Hey guys, it's Crazy Sam again. Welcome back to my channel. Just showcasing another of my outpost layouts that I've created. I call this one Red Alert. So let's just first take a look at the outpost. Since I normally skip this portion and I will give you an overview. Let's go to edit and take a closer look at the outpost. It's kind of difficult to fit it all in. Let me try from the side. Yeah, I can't go further. That's the problem. Doesn't let me go back a bit more. So anyway, I'll just give you a bit by bit overview of the whole thing. Let's go with the top layer first. So on this layer I have the big guns. I have the 406 cruiser cannons up in front. It's another technique that I've used. I've stacked one on top of resource storage. So it's a big stack of storage boxes and then I've placed it on top. It can be another tip of sorts for people who don't know that you can do that. If you place them properly, it does allow you to place even the big guns on top of it. So it gives you that effect that it's overlaying one on top of the other. Then we have a couple of our twin barrel artilleries. A few hellfires up on top giving me max range. I have a couple of electromagnetic cruiser cannons in the back there, the rocket arrays. So the top layer is mostly artillery and I've just for a change put in a couple of hellfires on there. You have other components. I'm not going to go into detail on that. You have those healing grenade launchers up here, things like that. Coming towards the back, you have a missile or a nuke silo. I'll just put the one on there. You have your missile silos as well up on top. Then come down a bit. This is just for the sake of putting stuff on there. Couple of Zen turrets, medium Zen turrets on top. But again, normally I change the range, the max range on that. So because there's no ammo being fed to them, so once it's out, once it's finishing its 1000 capacity, then it's done. And well, I could manually jump up there and manually load it with an ammo box, but yeah. And coming down towards the back, I have a couple of vanguard hangars on the sides here facing outward, a couple of CIWS's and your light 30mm light guns. These are all getting fed through your autoloaders here down below on the lower level. Similarly for the ones down here, again the range is different, and like I've mentioned before, since it's at the back, it's not really coming into use very often. Hardly any enemies spawn towards the back except nebulas when they drop. So that's the back portion of it. I'll come down on the same level. On the side here we have a hellfire again it's feeding through that autoloader. A couple of Vipers, just putting as many as I could on there to give it enough capability. We have one of our exterminators here, couple of smart mortars coming up to the front. Again it's similar, you have more Hellfires, 3 of them, and you have support from CIWSs in the forward portion but at a lower level. Again I set the range differently on these so it's not wasting ammo when it's targeting enemies which are closer in to the base as compared to the Hellfires which are on max range. So again they will do the brunt of the damage in terms of targeting enemies from a distance. Same setup as on the other side. I like to make it kind of symmetrical in terms of I have the same components on either side. So you'll have the mortars and the twin barrels and things like that. And then another Hellfire at the back. So again as you can see all of them are getting fed through your autoloaders. All of these as well as the ones on top. So it's fully functional, especially things like if I go into infinite mode then comes in handy because I don't have to worry about these as long as my ammo production is constant. Everything's working out just fine. And let me go into X-ray and show you the layers, because if you see from the side it's almost unsupported portion. Like here we have our main sort of block underneath here which is giving the support, and then the rest of it is just using a combination of armored tiles to extend it as much as I could. It's a combination of armored tiles as well as your utility tiles. So let's start from the top, go up to here, start the X-ray and go right down to show you my base level here. So the base level I would have all my resource storages all the way packed in there, and then would have the battery packs also on there as you can see now. So you have the battery packs and then you have resources storage under that. Coming up a bit more, get to my supreme loaders. So you have 2 supreme loaders here, one on each side, and they would feed ammo to my advanced autoloaders which are there on the side. Let's pull this up a bit more, and of course they have their own conveyor system here at the bottom which is supplied through those advanced ammo makers there. Like I always do, I always put in a couple of ammo makers within the orange area where you can pick it up in case I run into any trouble. Then at least a few of the ammos can be replenished. I still have another stack here if need be where I can manually go in there, pick up the ammo from the ammo makers and feed the loaders. Because of the X-ray mode, once I go down a level it shows like it's supplying, you see the lines coming up even to the top layers, but obviously it doesn't do that. Once I go further then those lines should disappear like so. So overall it's actually feeding your advanced autoloaders that are there. There's one there, there's one here, there's a couple in the front. So they are basically doing the feeding for that. It's a bit jumbled when I show it like this. It's very hard to make out what exactly is going on. So yeah, go up a bit. I have a bit of empty-ish space in there. It's not really empty, but it's empty-ish in terms of I could fit in more resource storage boxes in here. But I felt I had enough on there, like 178k, so I don't really need to put in, but if need be, then I still have enough space. Like these batteries can be replaced by battery packs if I make more, so things like that. So the overall things, the stats can still be increased. This current is already touching 2 million. It's the value of the base is at 2 million. I just crossed the 2 million, so I felt that was enough. It's just something I wanted to get to, get to the 2 million mark. I've seen people with huge bases which are, I think, going across 4 million, 5 million and things like that. That I would think would take a lot of game hours to actually accumulate all the components, because they mostly have only hellfires and then your big guns like exterminators maybe. So I still have a long way to go in terms of that, but I mean for now I'm happy with what I've got. Taking it up, we got a few more. There's another loader here which would supply. We go up a bit. Okay, so again these are supplying to those auto loaders here. So there's an advanced ammo makers which would circulate, keep going back and forth in here. So that's basically, these ones are basically for the hellfires up on top here. So 2 on this side, 2 on that side, and then I would have auto loaders, just your basic auto loaders, which would fill up your artillery weapons like your twin guns and then the big ones here. If I go up, it should also connect to the one gun. There you go, it connects to this one as well, so that would feed it. And for that one I have round producers here with another conveyor thing. It doesn't really feed it since it's your basic autoloader. I don't have enough space to put a advanced on here. I wanted to give some access to be able to go up and down and move around a bit, so I just kept it at, so I would, if I'm going into infinite mode, and I would have to come up here and pick up the shells and then load up these autoloaders here for them to function. So yeah, that pretty much covers up the entire base. And like I normally have, I would have your cargo drones. The actual core tower is up here, the entrance. I have my healing stations and my favorite material converter. There'll be a generator here just in case. And that basically is the entire base, which I like to call red alert. Well, red alert because of the color scheme that I put on there. And yeah, that's basically, I just give you another look at it. Let me go to the show off. There again it is, that is my red alert base. Let's skip this. Oh yeah, another thing I forgot to mention, if you notice most of my bases, when you look at the stats for the base, like the exposed field and your materials and the power, these are more than sufficient for doing even your city 5 difficulty, because I have used these to go and you bypass the not so important nodes and just go to the big nodes and collect the loot and then go on to recovery. The only thing to keep in mind for such big bases is you have to make sure you have enough materials before you go into your final day fight, because there's a lot of ammo makers, so they will chew through your materials quite quickly. I have those as well as the ammo makers, just the regular boxes. So if I do like one whole run of it, it would take about say approximately 3000 materials every time I generate ammo for the ammo makers. In addition, you have your advanced ammo makers which are constantly churning out ammo, so it does take up a lot of material. That's something that needs to be kept in mind. So I can't just bypass and go on to recovery, because then I'm going to end up being in trouble, because the ammo production is not going to work out. So just a few things to keep in mind regarding that. Other than that, I think that's it for this video. I do hope you like these layouts that I'm creating, and please do like and subscribe to my channel. It would help me out to make more videos like this, and I will be coming out with videos with some tips and building techniques that I use in building these bases. So that's it for this one. I hope you liked my red alert base, and I will see you on the next one. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care. Bye.